The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to...
Good morning, good day, good evening for whenever you're listening to this. This is episode 17, series 3. What's the script? Chris, how are you, my man?
No bad, no bad. Might have a bit of hay fever, maybe a bit of cold, but we'll get through it. Rub some dirt on it and charge on.
Thanks everybody for watching, listening, liking, sharing, comments, the whole shebang. For everybody that jumped onto the brand new, shiny, sparkly, what's it called? TikTok page. Chris is taking that burden under his wing, so he'll keep posting. If you keep liking, thanks very much. Because we know that's the thing the kids love, the TikTok and that, I like, you know.
Do you like the PlayStation?
Do you do the TikTok? I do the TikTok and I like it.
Oh, the boomerangs and the likes there.
Oh, see, that's an Instagram thing for me, a boomerang.
Oh, is it?
There you go. I get chased right after TikTok, so you're in charge of that, my man. So how you been, mate? What have you been watching the last week apart from Lord of the Rings?
Oh, mate, I've been hitting the cinema like a mad bastard. I went to see a horror film called What Lives Inside. It's about a demon, but it's in the Indian culture. It's just no gonna be.
Aye, no very
good. Some of the things they'd done was decent. Some of it was just... It was like long periods of no being scary. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday I went to see The Sound of Freedom. I went on the internet and had a look-see about. It turns out it's a trigger thing for a lot of people out there, but I mean,
can I hit you hard, didn't it?
Well, I will. See, when I went on and I was looking at the internet and all that stuff, the internets and the likes, there was people saying it was like a QAnon thing and all that, and it was, another white savior and all this stuff, right? And I suppose for some people, if that's what you want to see, that's what you want to see. But what I seen was there's a major fucking issue with Waynes getting trafficked across the world. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Rightly or wrongly, you know what I mean? That's what I've seen. But
got to wonder why these people come out and just instantly try to poo-poo it. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason it's been trying to be kept under the carpet for 5-6 years. It's obviously too close to the bone for some establishments, you know what I mean?
Well, like I says, it was draping facts and like 2 million Waynes go missing every year, know what I mean? And how human trafficking is now the biggest growing criminal business in the world, know what I mean? It's overtook like the illegal arms dealing, and it's about to take over the drugs trade. So I'm like, this is a problem, sort of thing. But other people saying,
see if the planet's governments get the mind to do such a thing and get together and fucking eradicate it, they could do it. But no, we had to deal with COVID first. The public will be fucking mortified about that. Then it's Putin. Then it's climate change. When we've got trafficking going on, then we've to feel bad and apologise about slavery 200 years ago when it's still going on today in other parts of the world. So why no eradicate it today?
Aye.
No.
Well, that's what they actually mentioned in that film as well, that there was more people in slavery today than when slavery was legal back in the day. And you're talking like millions as children So I was like that. Well, it's kind of sending a message out to people that don't know this is going on. Know what I mean? But whatever. Know what I mean?
People don't want to know, but
Yeah.
that's it. Which
But
is a shame.
uh, but today I
Aye,
might be hitting the cinema again and going and seeing The Haunting in Venice. But
fancy that.
that's a maybe because I don't know. I hate going to the pictures and seeing somebody goes to the pictures and they've got a cough and all that. It just annoys me. So I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's annoying. Well, me, I've not watched anything new. I haven't done a wee fucking old school route and started watching Star Wars again and Solo, which the more times I watch it, the more times I'm realising it's a good film for all its problems it had. I quite enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's quite funny. I think it's quite good. Because I think I went doing that whole because it was announced this week that the Lando series is now getting made into a film. It's not going to be a series. And Danny Glover and all that's going to write it and direct it. And I'm not sure how to feel about it, to be honest with you. It's another one of these Star Wars things we really don't need, but we're going to get it rather than put millions into another kind of trilogy or something like that, or go back 10,000 years and
Aye.
learn about the
Aye.
Sith and the Jedi. But no, we're going to learn about another character we already really know about. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. And it's
Just,
all still in the same time period.
I know it's still
Aye.
within that fucking 37-year or 38-year bracket.
Aye.
I'll go, do you know, I'll still be there, I'll still go and watch it and that, but you're like, do we really need it? Do you know
Aye.
what I mean? But hey ho. Ahsoka, up to speed in that. Episodes 4 and 5 have been smashing. Even the Anakin, you've not watched it, you know, I don't want to spoil
No.
it for you, but the Anakin stuff was done really well, I think, really well. So if you've seen that, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you've no, give it a go. It's a hard watch for the first couple of episodes, I think. I'm no one of these new age fanboys that seen the opening credits and went, "Ah, give me more of this! Oh, episode one, oh." You know what I mean? But it's a slow burner and it's well worth it. However, today we're going to take you to Middle Earth, and it was your pick, mate. Tell the folks what it was.
Well, the pick is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So, aye.
Respect. An awesome movie.
Aye. Aye. Me and my younger brother were obsessed with this, by the way. Toys. In fact, if I know how obsessed I was, mate, I got the Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit game bought for me twice.
Oh, have you completed it, mate? Do you know all the answers? Do you know all the questions?
I sitting with the DVD, watching all the questions like that. Aye, I know that. I know that.
Aye. Can't argue with you one iota. The whole trilogy is just immense. Timeless, I know. I've watched it again twice in the last 2 days and stands up. Even the effects stand up. It's absolutely brilliant. I liked The Hobbit as well. You didn't like it as much. However, The Hobbit was done really well in sync with Fellowship, with the story and all that kind of stuff. I thought um, Tolkien's been getting a fucking bit of a bad rap over the last couple of years because of the Rings of Power series and all that
Aye.
that's encumbered. And Tolkien's been fucking cold in his grave for fucking years.
I know.
They're trying to call
Eh,
him a racist and all that. What
Aye.
shite.
I tried to give that a go, mate, but it just nah. It was so shite. Know what I
I've not
mean?
done it. I've not done the Lord of the Game of Thrones series either. I'll eventually do them one day, I think. So,
Well, in fact,
Lord
see
of the Rings, Fellowship
this
of the Rings. Sorry.
film. No, mate, no, mate, go, go, go.
Sorry, no, you froze there. Do
Go.
you remember my first introduction to Lord of the Rings, right, was as a wee boy. Um, Back in the day, in front of the fire. No, no, no. As a wee boy, It was
Don't
during
start that
the
shit.
school holidays. I know. Lord of the Rings was a cartoon movie, first of all.
Mhm.
And have you seen it?
Aye, I've seen
Aye.
it.
See, as a
It's
young boy, it was scary. I thought it was scary. Especially the bit when they're running through the darkness and all that, and the orcs are kind of just black, but their eyes are lighting up. And that was my first introduction to Lord of the Rings. I thought, oh, scary as fuck this. But then this came out. I didn't have an appetite for it when it came out. But by God, what a movie, man. What an introduction to a trilogy, I know.
it might have not been the first one, by the way, because years ago the Beatles were going to make a Lord of the Rings film with all the members of the
What?
band starring in it. I swear, mate. I swear. Oh,
Really?
aye, mate. I done a deep dive on this. Know how the Beatles done two? They done two films.
Aye, help and
I can't remember the
aye.
other one, but they were going to do a third, and they wanted to do a Lord of the Rings film. It's just, oh, could you
Oh,
imagine, man, John Lennon? This is the one ring to rule them all.
Paul McCartney, man. If yeah, just going some Modo. I didn't even sound like Paul McCartney, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Oh, but Ringo
mate.
Starr, obviously he used to narrate Thomas the Tank Engine. All right there, Gandalf. Let's go to Mordor with the ring. Get me some lava bread with Samwise Gamgees. I went off
Oh,
full Yorkshire there
mate.
again. I don't know what's happening this morning.
I know.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that, mate.
But, oh, I think it was quickly shot down by Mr. Tolkien like that. No, that's not going to do anybody any good.
Plenty. I'll stop you there,
Oh,
Mr. Epstein.
so good, man. Oh, aye. But this is right up. See me and my brother street. Guys fighting with swords, fighting monsters, the whole shebang. Well, in fact, see, really, I didn't really like fantasy stuff
Uh,
because like it was like see anything. It was like anything was like possible. Like nobody died because oh here's a healing potion. know what I mean? You just
the D&D fraternity jumped on it, didn't they? This is their cup of tea, you know what I mean?
aye
But what Peter Jackson does superbly is just integrates you whether you're into it or no, because it's about the story and all that. Even the very start of it. I know we like to say it just starts, right, but it doesn't just start. It's Lady Galadriel in it,
aye.
and she's narrating and just bringing you up to speed with, right, blazing gentlemen, fucking here's a script here. You on ring, right? And it's good. She tells you about Sauron and how he folds the ring of power, even though there was another fucking a million rings going out to everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
His ring was the baddie ring.
Aye. Aye. Because the apparently the studio didn't want that to the prologue that long. They wanted it to be 2 minutes. Could you imagine that? Here's the ring. Here's it's bad. Let's go.
Broken sword, finger off. Let's get back up to speed.
Aye, know what I mean? Because this is it's brought to see that like, the obviously the army's fighting the modern and all that. It just you were like that. Or you can I think what was that? I might have been 8 or something, maybe 9 when this came out, and you're like that. Oh, this is brilliant. know what I mean?
That's brilliant. Cause it's about Isildur and the battle for Middle Earth and all that, and it's that. It does it throughout the trilogy. It's as if it's a drone in it, and it's just
Aye,
panning across the battlefield, and it's stunning.
aye,
So that's you right away in the first kind of 10 minutes, just getting a kind of sense of the gravitas of this film. It's huge, man.
aye, aye. But what's good about it, I know, mate, is like see just the whole world building in it. Know what I mean?
Aye,
Obviously, you've got the Mordor, it's all dark and blah, 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 and then you've got the Shire. It's just like Yorkshire, isn't it? It's just,
aye.
you know what I mean?
All right there, Mister Frodo. But aye, as soon as they've brought you up to speed, what's happened about the ring, it just right away she incorporates you into why Bilbo is important as well. So he's just as much a part of the prologue as well, and
Yeah.
it's smashing. And you get his story about. It's a bit different for the trilogy in which the Hobbit, where he steals the ring off of Gollum. Gollum doesn't drop it, you know what I mean, and he finds
Aye.
it, kind of thing. But it's magic, mate, absolutely magic. So talk about the Shire.
Aye.
The, it's one of the things I'm going to put out there now that I really, really like is the soundtrack for this film. You can tell what scene it's going to be, what mood it's going to be, because the music fits brilliant. The
Aye.
Shire's got its own music, the Hobbits have got its own music, Fellowship have got theirs, the Orcs have got theirs, Mordor's got that. Oh, it's brilliant, man, isn't it?
Aye. I think I said this to somebody before. I think this is maybe the the films that closely challenge like Star Wars. See for the songs in
Aye,
it. Well, it's just the soundtrack's on it. It's just brilliant, man. Because it's just like you say, everything sets the tone with something. Like even when the bad guys come on scene, just that drum. Know what I mean? It's superb. And like you're saying with the Shire, when it's playing that is it
whimsical.
pipe? Is it pipe music or something? Know what I mean?
Aye,
So
aye.
it's just you're like, oh, aye, I like it here. Aye, I like it. Pass that joint, my lad.
I was just thinking to myself yesterday as well, watching it, the Shire and all that, and I wish it showed you the Shire barber. Just people turning up at his barber shop and the wee barber going, perm, is it? Want another perm? Oh, I get perms.
Oh, mate. Oh, I know, mate.
Perm, Mr.
What is
Braggins.
Aye. It must have been a detail in the book. Know what I mean? That was the way they looked, and it's superb, man. Apparently.
And instead of Glaswegian hairy horns, they've got hairy feet.
Oh, mate. Oh, superb, man. But
We're quite quick off getting introduced to Gandalf as well, aren't we? Because he's one of the big cheeses in this
aye.
franchise.
Well, I was going to say that, and also I see like Ian McKellen in it. I think he does the best acting in it. No, I mean, because there's bits he just steals the show, mate. See the way he just delivers lines and all that. It's just,
Aye, superb.
you
And
can
he said himself that he's like, look, nobody really knew who I was until I'd done this movie, and I'd been acting for 45 years.
mate, it's not that. See the actors that actually knocked it back as well. You Sean Connery knocked it back because he didn't understand the script, and I'm like, what?
You shall not bash. Just give you a little slap.
And I think Sam Neill was the other one,
Yes.
and
Anthony Hopkins as well.
oh, that
But
would
he
have been
was
no
busy
bad. That.
doing other things, apparently.
I think Patrick Stewart knocked it back too, which
Oh,
that might have been decent, mate. But like Ian McKellen said himself, assuming you think about Ian McKellen, it is you just think Gandalf. He is Gandalf, isn't he?
of course he is, mate. Of course he is. His part is tremendous. Wee Frodo, even when Frodo sees him coming, and the first thing that Gandalf kind of says is, well, Frodo's like, you're late. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he's supposed to. The two of them have that mad laugh, didn't
Oh mate,
they?
that see this as well, mate. See for a while, but I was pure quote. I still say things from it. Know what I mean? But
Aye,
that a wizard is never late. I've used that multiple times.
you do. You done it when you met me at that night out a couple of weeks ago. Ah, you're late, aren't you? A wizard is never late. I've got my two 4-year-old boys, right? My two 4-year-old sons saying, run, you fool. They say that about another say it to me, I know. Run, you fool.
I
Brilliant.
still sort of, I'd say my favourite for it is you're a fool of a took. Know what I mean? I say that on a daily basis. Know what I mean?
Aye.
See if somebody just does the my tiniest thing rang in life, I just Philippa took.
Do you know, I watched Dominic Moynihan and Billy Boyd on a podcast no long ago. They were talking about this, and excuse me, Dominic Monaghan says, do you know that The Lord of the Rings had such a rating that you were allowed one swear word in each film? Now, one F-bomb. He says, obviously, you didn't use it, but it could have been brilliant. And he's like, what do you mean? He says, can you imagine just putting it in there like, full of a fucking took? Or something like that. How
I'd
far
say
to the
that.
next crossing? The
We
Brandywine fucking bridge.
we used to see Billy Boyd along here quite a lot because I think it was either his gran or his auntie stayed along this road. You know what I mean? Used to see him quite regular.
I used to see him just up for my workmate in Kelvin Grove Park every morning when I worked in Park Circus. He used to be walking his dog. So I used to stay up there at Park Circus, yeah. But I knew. I always said good morning. Is that nice? Used to dress like a fucking idiot.
See what I wrote down? Well, all the actors that are in this and what do I remember them for? If it's Billy Boyd, if it's no this, I just remember him for Still Game. See the episode they're in the train station? And he goes, the future is unwritten. Shut up, right. You birdie dick.
Right. They're sitting waiting on Victor's boy, isn't they?
Aye. Oh, mate.
That's your gut buster there, and that's your super shake with your loaded fries and your jumbo onion rings. Fall asleep.
Oh, so good, man. Aye. Just, aye. This quote scored, mate. There's all sorts of... See, just all the way through the trilogy, obviously. Obviously, we're just doing the fellowship, but there's so many things I've used. You know what I mean? You're going, but so it begins. You know what I mean?
Oh. We got a lot of Bilbo at the start as well, didn't we? Because we need to have the integration between Bilbo releasing the fucking ring, Frodo taking it, and Bilbo going away to die, basically. So that's quite good, because the back and forth between Bilbo and Gandalf, it makes you totally believe that they've just done a trilogy with the Hobbit together. They know each other really well, you know what I mean? And Bilbo starts getting all Gollum wide into, and why should I give it to you? And I love this bit because it's intense, and then I get like pure upset about it because he goes, I'm not giving you the ring, and Gandalf just goes, Bilbo Baggins, I'm not trying to rob you, I'm trying to heal you. And wee Bilbo turns into a wee boy and just greets Stinty and runs at him, gives him a big hug. I'm like, oh, my head. On the win.
But then in the background, wow, turns into a Middle Earth porn. That's it. He's talking about why should I give you my ring?
True. No need to get upset. Well, if I do, it's your fault. Yeah.
I see as Gandalf enters his house as well. See when Gandalf bumps his head. That was a mistake and all that, and Peter Jackson just kept it in.
Yeah, good.
And I think it just helps to see that all. Just because see again with the music with that bit, it's light and like kind of comedic. You know what I mean? You're like that. It fits in well there.
It does. So one thing about Gandalf watching Gandalf, man, it always makes me want to have a fag. Get a big pipe it. Smoking like fuck. Especially when he's in that library with the scrolls and all that. Scrolls everywhere, but puffing out his pipe. So the transition in the ring is quite good, as I said there, mate. Because Frodo's she's not got a clue about anything or where it's staying or where it's for or anything, doesn't he know, man?
Yeah.
But it's a kind of, you feel as if it's preconceived that this whole party, Gandalf's turned up to it because he knows this is not only your birthday, but you need to go to, is it Rivendell? Aye. Time for you to stop de-aging, give the ring away and go away and fucking die, mate.
Aye. Enjoy your life. You know what I mean?
Aye.
drink full fat iron brew and the likes.
Exactly. Because it's all coinciding with the fact that Mordor's kind of woken up in it. Sauron's just kind
Aye.
of woke up to the fact, oh, here, my ring's about. And
Aye.
goes in, wakes up the wraiths at their bed. Oh, yous, come on,
Aye.
get the horses with the bleeding hoofs. Get
Mate,
out there.
see what you were saying, that cartoon and all that, like, the cartoon Lord of the Rings and all that, how Oxnard were scary. See the ring wraiths in this, I think they're done superb, man. They're just
Oh, aye,
terrifying, aren't they?
they're terrifying. The
It's
very fact you
pure,
can't see their face.
aye, it's pure simple, know what I mean? It's just like death, know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it's like. And there's what, 9 of them
Aye,
all in. I don't think you ever see them all at the one time, but there is 9 of them, and they were like they were like kings of men that had a ring back in the day,
aye,
but it consumed them obviously, and they turned into ring wraiths. But aye, so frightening, mate. See, the most frightening bit is when the hobbits jump out of that tree underneath the tree,
aye.
because the ring wraith's nowhere to be seen. It's just on the road. But the minute they land under that tree, fucking appears, doesn't it?
Aye.
Oh,
Aye. It's kind of because you don't even hear it like riding up or anything. Like, I mean, you don't hear the horse's hoofs or anything, and then it, like it says, just appears. And then just see that it's just sniffing about. Know what it reminded me? Like another Peter Jackson film. The Frighteners. See how the ghost that's gone about killing everybody, killing ghosts. Know what I mean? And
I've not
that's
seen
what it
that in
had
a long
reminded
time.
me. Aye, but
Frighteners.
aye,
Ah, well, it fucking gave me the frighteners, I'll tell you. Especially the size of his big giant horn on the tree trunk with the big metal gloves and all that, just looking about. And then
aye.
Frodo starts like fucking tripping out his nut, doesn't he?
It was the mushrooms they found. Oh mate.
Biggest carrots on the planet. I think I broke something. Oh, big broke carrot.
Oh, superb man. But but who's your favourite character?
Oh, for a long, long time it was wee Gimli. Just because he was a wee angry little dwarf, was an angry dwarf that wasn't feared of anything. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit racist, I know, the boy. Ah, you'll get that from an elf.
Oh
So he
mate.
was mine for a long, long time, but I think Gandalf, man, on.
Gandalf on.
Pivotal. Who's yours?
Oh, it was always Aragorn, mate.
Aye.
But
It's a bit of a shite answer, innit?
don't really, mate. It's because, mate, see what I was saying, we were obsessed about it. I remember having a poster of Aragorn on the one door, right? And I think on the other door, I think it was The Rock.
Aye. What a fucking sausage fest in yours room, mate.
Oh, mate. It was a manly man's room, that.
Aye. No, that definitely is you don't kind of get it as much in this film. You get nods to it, but he is the hero at the end up. He's the heir to the throne, and he's really good. But it's hard to pick an all-time favourite. I mean, even in this, I think Boromir's fucking smashing. So I do. Especially the way Sean Bean acts him, or he's told to act him, into making you think, oh, he's for the watching him. He's gone mental. He's going to do something bad to you.
Aye.
And he nearly does, doesn't he? In the woods with Frodo and stuff. I
Aye.
think that's a brilliant scene, because no sooner has he just nearly descended into madness trying to steal the ring from Frodo than he's totally redeemed himself and gives his life to save the hobbits. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Aye. It's good. Look, it's even just like the Brecca character. Well, obviously, when Frodo runs away and you see him, he's like, he catches himself, you know what I mean? Like, oh no. like nearly starts greeting, you know what I mean? Looking about,
Aye.
going,
Aye. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Bastard.
Aye. But it's good because it's like you're getting told all the way through this how like men's hearts are easily corrupted and all this stuff, and then you seen it there. Know what I mean? Like, oh aye, that wee ring's dangerous, and it kind of shows you like Frodo's like resistance to it. Know what I mean? Because I remember see when I was younger going, what's the point in Frodo? Why does nobody else just carry it? Know what I mean? And then you kind of, as I've got older, I've seen it. Oh, aye, it turns you off your nut. Know what I mean?
And aye, exactly, mate. And Frodo is he's a hobbit, and hobbits really don't have any end game. Do you know what I mean? Whereas,
Yeah.
as you say, mate, men can be easily corrupted if they've got an agenda,
Aye.
which is very, very true.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Aye.
Boromir's like fucking Mr. Gondor, isn't he? Doesn't he? We don't need a king nor that. Get the fuck. I'm Mr. Gondor. But I could use this. Because his first thing he does is that, innit? This is a gift. You know what I mean?
Mate,
Oh,
see,
here you.
see that whole speech of his, I know. One doesn't simply walk into Mordor and all that. Obviously, I didn't know until obviously started deep diving into this, as they say. But that was wrote the night before. And see when he's delivering that line, he's got it like strapped to his leg. See the
His
lines?
leg, I remember.
Aye.
I've seen that.
That's how he's always gone like that. So you just that's him looking down. And I'm going, this thing is held together with duct tape and WD-40, isn't it?
Aye, that's right. I seen that on a YouTube short or something because they all got together and done a big Zoom call, didn't they?
Aye.
And he wasn't there, but it was Ian McKellen. It was fucking grassing him up.
Aye.
Aye, Peter put that on his leg. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bastard. But I delivered brilliant because that again, I think that was one of the very first memes ever,
Aye.
and people just changed it to their liking. One doesn't simply walk into work drunk and all that or something like that. You know what I mean?
Aye. Aye. One doesn't simply walk into Asda and get a ready-made pizza.
Aye, definitely
Oh.
no new for the same price, all the same size.
Yeah.
Asda robbing bastards. 14 inches, my boss.
It's all about the dough. Look, but aye.
Sure, is it all about the dough? Is there anything about this particular film that you don't like? It's not to
Oh,
be probably going to ask you to be pure pernickety.
hold on, there was something. I can't remember what it is now. Oh.
Can I give you one?
I go in
Just
case it
one.
comes back to me. Aye.
And it's no even a pure bugbear. It just always kind of got me weird, man. Like, after Frodo gets chipped, right? That's what I wrote down. Frodo gets chipped. He gets stabbed in the shoulder and he's poisoned and all that. He's death's door and Liv Tyler fucking takes him and he just wakes up in the bed. There must be such a time lapse there that's just wakes up in the bed all changed and all that and hey, everybody's all smashing. They've all got new clothes on.
Wait,
Just
if there is one thing, it would be the Liv Tyler thing. Like, obviously, she fights after the Wraiths and all this, right? And then Frodo hits a badging, right? But
oh,
but
so he
she,
did take a mushroom, did he?
but I mean, she then starts greeting, right? Now I don't know if they've met before this, but why? Why is she greeting?
I know.
This is the first time she's met him.
Totally
Like,
get it. Totally get it.
don't give up, Frodo. Like, the fuck you talking about?
I
I
know.
mean, like, I don't get it.
Are you ahead?
Aye.
And I totally agree with you. I can only think that because she's like an immortal and all that, or she's been about for thousands of years, and she knows that he's pivotal to winning this fucking war. I don't know, but you're right. Our whole inclusion in the franchise is a bit fucking aye. When that bit and I don't like this bit. See the two of them standing on that bridge, her and Aragorn
Aye.
talking Elvish about I give you my heart and all that, which is a fucking necklace. It's as if her immortality's in a necklace in it.
Aye. Aye, because as the thing me, obviously as the films go on, that dies down, doesn't it? And it's like, oh, the powers are away.
I want to live the life of a mortal woman. No, that. Aye, do you?
Aye.
Because there's a good bit in the second film when her dad tries to talk her out it,
Aye.
and it shows her what it would be like, her being immortal, and Aragorn pure 89 now,
Aye.
which is quite well done.
Aye. Well, that's that thing I didn't realise either. See, technically, Aragorn's supposed to be 500 years old or something like that. Or thereabouts.
Fuck. Is he?
Aye. It's, they age differently there, you know. They age in all years.
Oh, I had no semblance that we were dealing in this kind of thing. I never read that, but I'm not.
Well, that was the whole thing, because apparently, see, Aragorn as well. There was an Irish actor, I can't mind his name. Townsend, I think his second name was. He was originally hired.
How do you begin to?
Oh, hello. He was actually hired to be Aragorn, but well, I think it was like 2 weeks or something before they started filming. So I think they went, no, we need an actor that kind of looks older because Aragorn is supposed to be 500 years old. I mean, I don't know if there's a 500-year-old looking actor out there, but know what I mean?
Imagine saying that to him. All right, Morgan, you're looking a wee bit just what we're looking for there. You're looking like a 500-year-old Middle Earth guy.
Well, see, another thing apparently, Daniel Day-Lewis knocked back this part twice.
Oh.
See, because Miramax had the film first, and then was it New Line bought it?
New Line Cinema, aye.
Aye, they bought the rights to it. So they tried to get him with Miramax, then they tried to get him behind me, New Line, and he went turned around and says no twice. So
oh well, fuck him. He's not that good anyway. Thinks he has something, the bastard. I'm only kidding, he's fucking fabulous, but he's no missed in this anyway. But Morton gives off, well, everybody that is a main character in this, or a side character, it just as if they were made for the part kind of thing. You know what I mean? Even bit part players and all that. It's smashing, absolutely smashing.
Aye. What?
Aye, so I was saying there, Frodo just kind of magically appears in the House of Elrond, all healed and all that shit. And that's when we meet all the elves. Wee Gimli. Wee Gimli's getting all racist. What am I doing here? The House of Bastards.
Oh no. Let's see. What's the gripe with the elves and the dwarfs? Like, because for what I remember,
The Hobbit.
Aye, but did they no end up with no Pally at the end of the Hobbit?
Aye, sort of, but it was before they reclaimed the mines and all that, and I'm trying to think about it here logically. They just didn't. They were called to arms, but then the dwarfs' greed and all that kind of stuff, they kind of shut themselves off everybody, and the elves were due recompense. It was never given to them and all that kind of stuff.
Aye.
So the elves eventually fought the orcs at the end of the Hobbit, but they didn't do it for the dwarfs. Do you know what I mean? They done it because they were getting attacked as well. So still a bit of bad blood there.
Aye. Aye.
I was telling you yesterday, mate, I didn't know who fucking played Gimli until 2 days ago. I had no reason to look or check. I don't know why.
Aye. No, because I remember, again, when this first came out, all that obsessed with it. Who was that? Who was that? And then it was my auntie that told me, oh, it's him that's in Indiana Jones. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That guy's about 8 foot. Know what I mean? And it's just... But he plays it well.
Salah.
Know what I mean? Aye, big Salah.
Yes. And then I only realised who it was because I was looking through the internet and there was pictures of him at the cinema and all that, and all the actors and stuff getting photo shoots, and he was there. I was like, fuck's he there for?
Aye.
Then I looked it up and I was like, Jesus. And then seeing Gimli close up watching it, you see the eyes now and you're like, fucking...
Aye, because he actually voices Treebeard in the second one as well.
All right.
Aye.
Merry and Pippin's big travelling companion.
Aye.
Little orcs.
But I recently, I know he's come out and see a lot of the film is actually his stunt double that's in it.
Aye.
And I don't think he got as much credit, but I think new he's getting more credit. Know what I mean?
All right.
Because I think
Doesn't look
see,
well, actually, didn't you know?
nah, because see the original 9 and the Fellowship, they've all got a tattoo, like 9 and Elvish or some shit. Know what I mean? And the stunt double was invited along to get the tattoo because I think he was in the film that much.
Oh, nice. That's
Aye.
nice, isn't it?
Stop
we
being
like
nice to
that.
the boys. Stop being nice to them.
Imagine trying to use that one up with dancing. Here, see that though? I was Lord of the Rings. Fuck off.
You got out a pot
You were.
noodle, you wanker.
Indeed, you were not.
See, in saying that, do you still get the rub on tattoos?
Even saying that, that's fucking weird because my missus ordered the boys' Spider-Man ones and they just arrived yesterday. So Robert's away to school today with about 7 Spider-Men on his arm. Archie's got 2. So you just cut them out, stick them on, wet towel at the back, 20 seconds. They're brilliant. I'm going to put one on later. Show you. So you still get them.
Super.
You'd love a Spider-Man tattoo, wouldn't you?
Oh, aye, nowadays, just a big Spider-Man across my back.
Before I ask you about Saruman and the orcs and shit, I need to just allude to the fact that we're in the house of Elrond and they all get together. Frodo says, I'll take it. And then Big Agent Smith says, you are the Fellowship of the Rings. And I wrote down, he said the thing. He said the thing.
But see, another thing that is so weird, mate, and I could imagine it happening now. David Bowie wanted the part of Elrond. Know what I mean? You could just imagine him.
I could have played him as the Goblin King.
Aye, I was like, that's so
Come
good, man.
back here, Frodo.
Let's dance. Oh, dancing on about the ring.
Dance, magic dance. Brilliant.
Fashion. Ooh.
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe.
Just what I was talking about the other day. Do you remember Extras?
Yes.
With Ricky Gervais and it's David Bowie.
The acting
They start
classes
singing that
with
song.
McKellen.
Aye.
Aye.
So good.
Funny little fat man.
Aye, I could just imagine him sitting there as Elrond to Hingby, Gimli. Silly little fat man.
Extras and all, Ian McKellen was in it, wasn't he?
Mate.
Peter Jackson asked me to play a wizard, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I myself am not a wizard.
So good, man.
Ricky Gervais is like, yeah, I know.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant.
So, Saruman, mate, the betrayal of Saruman and that whole dun or camera getting built, mate. How good is it?
It's superb, man. Again, see when we used to play with our toys, these Lord of the Ring toys, we had a Saruman and all that, and all the orcs. And see when we were playing with these toys, mate, we used to do this. We used to do these sounds.
Aye, fucking right.
Oh my god, man! See this hanging back, man.
Right.
Oh,
I can imagine you and your brother at the back trying to choke down trees and all that. The trees are strong, sire. The roots go deep.
oh, mate. Oh, superb. But aye, the whole Saruman betrayer and Isengard turning, know what I mean? Because obviously when you see it to begin with, it's like a big green park thing, isn't it? But see it insane itself, see Saruman's tower, it already looks shady.
It's done it.
Know what I mean?
Something black. Off of black for Saruman the white. Know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And then even when you're inside, this looks evil, mate.
Aye, and see the top of the tower. Is it no like a dead ringer for Sauron's helmet?
Aye. Know what I mean? I was like, oh, here. Well,
Aye.
something right with you. But what was like in the books? Know how the marbles, the seeing eye thing that they leave covered. How he walks in, we use this to
Aye,
see
the
the
bar.
future and all this stuff.
Aye, the
Aye,
telly bar.
apparently, aye, the Wi-Fi. Apparently, that's what turned Saruman. He was playing with that sort of thing, and Sauron like twisted his mind to turn evil. He just didn't do it on a whim, sort of thing. So,
Aye, Gandalf kind of says that when he covers it, didn't he? Well, I didn't even register, but now you've said it, it's registered with me. He went, we'll cover that because you'll descend into madness. So he has, he said, because when he starts talking about it, trying to get Gandalf to join him, as if, look, all hope's lost, the age of men is fucking at an end, and join me, friend. Brilliant, man. And
aye,
then see that,
and again,
the bird, the bird's eye panning view, swooping right down into the depths, underneath the tower, and the clanging of metal and fire and smoke and all that. It's fucking great.
aye. Again, it's just see the world building on it again. Like this nice place, and it's just pure like corrupted by evil. Know what I mean? This nice green place turns into another version of Mordor. It's just everything again, superb, man.
Aye.
And
I remember sitting and
Christopher
thinking, well,
Lee,
how could I just make them in Mordor? How are we going to make them out there? Must be the trees.
oh, he sublet it.
Aye, sublet it out. It's all right, Mordor. I'll do it for you, Sauron. I've got the space. Let's see my basement down there, mate. Big basement down there. Couple of trees. We'll start mixing up the goo. The ox will come out and all that. Also, you get a big monster orc coming out, didn't you, man?
And a big Urukai. But I see Christopher Lee for this, mate. He was just like an advisor because he was such a fan of the books. You know what I mean? I think I'm sure it says something like he read Lord of the Rings every year, at least once a year.
All
You
right.
know what I mean? But because assuming they were doing the makeup for the orcs and all this stuff and all that, he would go in and like give them pointers, sort of thing. Because I think he was just that in tune with the books.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. The orcs are brilliant. There's no two the
Aye.
same, I know. They're absolutely
No.
brilliant. I think you get Merry an appreciation in the Two Towers for them because you get that whole bit with Merry and Pippin now on the backs and meat on the menu tonight, boys. Fucking smashing.
Oh, aye. I can see like in the Fellowship of the Ring. My favourite part of the film is just see the Mines of Moria. Just that whole segment of it. Because it's creepy and atmospheric and all that. But see when they get surrounded in the Great Hall and you see them and it's like you see like the makeup and all that, you're like, that is superb, man. Like even the eyes, it's just off.
Aye. Even before that, mate, just before you get the close-ups, when they're all running and Gandalf looks up at the ceiling and you just see them pouring out the ceiling and down the columns like beasties, man. You're like, oh,
Aye.
oh no, I'm not into that. Because at
Aye.
first, when
But
I first seen it, I was like, that's no orcs, is it? Is that goblins? But it was orcs, man. And then, as you say, they're just fucking surrounded, aren't they, man? And you're like, oh.
that's it's the whole obviously this one Oscars for the makeup and stuff, know what I mean? And you can see why. But have you got a favourite part of this film? Know what I mean? Is there any bit that stands out for you?
Aye, the Boromir's death scene again. I just think it's a wee nugget in a film fucking full of nuggets, right? But Boromir's just getting absolution for being a bit of a dick. jumping in, saving the hobbits, and without even fucking seeing the big Urukai, you just hear thudum, and it fucking goes back, and it's all slow motion, and the arrow sticking out his chest, and it happens another 3 times, but he's still defending and all that. And then, just as the Urukai is right in front of him, going to put a big arrow through his face, Aragorn turns up, just starts battling him. There's a couple of things that happen in this wee battle. The big Urukai flings his shield at Aragorn like a fucking dart and traps him between the tree, just about to chop his head off, skips at it, then Aragorn chops his arm off, chops the head off. Brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant.
Aye. See that bit as well? See, obviously, when the big Urukai like, launches the dagger at him. That was a real knife. And the bold Vigo had to. See how when Aragorn stabs him in the leg? Aye, when Aragorn stabs him in the leg and he pulls the dagger out and he throws the dagger at Aragorn and Aragorn swings his sword to hang it away.
Oh, right. Oh, is it? Was it? Jesus Christ, that's some Jedi powers there.
Aye, there's a bit of lore that it wasn't supposed to happen and all this stuff, but I don't know if that's just made up. But it was a real knife that hanged because see the sounding on it comes off it. It's just.
You're right enough. Like,
cool.
Cling, cling. Brilliant, man. So what's your favourite?
I remember sitting in the pictures, seeing bit. Oh, I just see everything for the Mines of Moria. Like, see when they get in and it's spooky.
The mines!
And obviously they did. And they call it a mine. A mine! A mine! But it's just, see obviously you get the part with Gollum and all that, and it's like the pity. And it's, I tell you the story of Bilbo and this, and then you kind of get your first. You laugh at
it. I can't get Gimli out my head now. See when they see the tomb, and Gandalf starts reading the book, they're coming. Can hear the drums and all that. Gimli's just at the wee tomb going, ah, ah. It's fucking greeting like fuck.
It's funny. Did you see that, mate? You're just, it's like kind of the first like fight you get, you know what I mean? Where the orcs come in and the big cave troll, and it's just action and all this. And then obviously they run through the Great Hall to get surrounded with these things, and you get a proper look at them. And then the Balrog turns up, you know what I mean? It was just, see, sitting in the pictures, like an 8-year-old, you were just like, what am I watching, man? It's just, this is amazing.
I remember it because you're waiting on just an attack, but everything goes silent, and all you hear is, and even the orcs shite themselves, you know what I mean? Go, here he comes, big burny guy. And the good thing about what Peter Jackson does, it builds your tension. You only see the illumination far away in the corridor, and as they run away, there's still another good 2.5 minutes before the Balrog fucking makes an appearance. You still don't know what's chasing them, didn't you know? It's just they're running away for this light, man, and they're on the big stairwell and all that, and that's all broke, and then arrows start getting fired at them, and fucking.
See, just that whole sequence, it's pure, it's built up, obviously, with Gandalf reading that book and all that, it's building the tension, then they're attacked, you're getting a bit of action, you know what I mean? And then you're on the run again, it's the anxiety, they're going to get caught, and like you say, it's all the orcs that are all around them, this is them done, and then something else is doing there that they're scared of, and you're like, what the fuck's this? You know what I mean? Then it's the anxiety of them trying to jump across the stairs.
About it being a serious moment when Gandalf's reading the last words in the book, and then, although it's no funny at the time, it's a comedic effect when you look back on it, that Peregrine fucking knocks the thing down the well, innit?
Aye. It's That's what I mean. That's just it's superb, but full of a took.
Throw yourself down next time. Be rid of your stupidity.
Then the whole with Gandalf on the bridge. I mean, seeing this come out, see like everybody was going to see it and the whole shebang and all that. I remember it was on the telly and they were getting people to do the "You shall not pass" part. You know what I mean? And it's just people get pure into it, and I was like, "This is brilliant. This is amazing."
So is it fucking brilliant? You shall not pass. And then you think he's made it, and the wee fiery whip comes up and grabs his ankle, and you can just, I remember, like you, I went to pictures to see this, and I just remember the fucking silence, everybody holding their breath, because he gets up and he just slips again, and like Frodo, I think everybody in this movie theatre was like that. You fool! And he's away. You're like,
I know, mate.
oh,
Again, mate, it was like one of them. Like, there was consequences to this. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what kind of set it apart for like, other fantasy films. It was like, oh, here, people are dying here. You know what I mean?
aye.
It was like, oh, but aye. But I just remembered another quote that I've used quite a lot. See that bit they're on the prancing pony, and is it Pippin comes back with a pint and he goes, "It comes in pints. I'm getting one."
That's right.
Oh.
You're there, Mr. Underhill. It's fucking smashing. Try to think of something else there that was I had in my head there, it just went right out it. Aye, so when they get out of the mine, right, I think Gandalf's dead. They're all fucked, they're all like gutted, but Aragorn goes into fight or flight mode, doesn't he? He's like, come on, get them up, we need to go. And even Boromir says to him, fucking give him a minute for pity's sake, know what I mean? Just lost the big man there. That's the big man you're talking about.
Aye. Know what I mean?
The head handshell on a big cheese.
Aye, no, but it was, man. It's just the whole Minds of Moria thing. It was just just the whole sequence yet. Brilliant. And aye. But I remember obviously they leave here and they get to Galadriel's place. I can never remember what it's called, little Lotharol or something like that. But the one criticism of this for like Lord of the Rings fans was how she was portrayed. See how she was a bit like dark, know what I mean? And a bit standoffish, because apparently she's to be more like elegant and open and loving and all that stuff. Know what I mean?
Aye. I thought I get that because she's very whimsical and wise and all that kind of stuff, as you say, mate. And it just takes Frodo to open his horn and show the ring. And it triggers her. She goes all dark and like a fucking negative out of camera. Don't show me that ring, you wee bastard! And then you hear her talking out loud as if I get that ring, then everyone, I will be the most beautiful person in the world. All will love me. All will serve me and all that. You're like, oh, calm down, hen.
She's lost the bastard in place here.
Aye.
Aye. I remember that. I remember that being a criticism, and I think that's what a lot of the Lord of the Rings fans had an issue with the Rings of Power, because in the Rings of Power, Galadriel she's getting portrayed like a warrior, know what I mean, like a battler sort of thing, and I don't think she was that way in the books.
And she's the main dude in it, isn't she? She's cutting about with a sword and all that, isn't she?
Leading armies and stuff, whereas I don't. Aye.
I'm thinking, what is this, fucking Zelda? Or Lord of the Rings? You know what I mean?
But I remember that being a criticism for, because like the Tolkien estate, I know apparently didn't like these films, these Peter Jackson films, because they weren't serious enough or something along the lines. Know what I mean? It was like
As dark.
the films were aimed at an audience sort of thing. Know what I mean? But
I can
everybody loves them.
understand that. That's it. I can understand it. I mean, like Gadget and all, she shows Frodo the mirror of like what could happen, which could come to pass if you fail, and that's quite fucking drastic. Showing you the Shire burnt to the ground and the hobbits are all slaves and all that kind of stuff in it. That's good.
Aye. It's good, man. It's again showing you the consequences if you don't see this through, buddy. Always laughing, always like wee Sam in the queue getting into, I don't know, it must be like a workshop or something, he gets whipped. And he's like, why me? Fuck's sake.
That's right. I know. I never done any harm. Watch my perm. So that last battle with the Orcs and all that, Boromir fucking buys it. Legolas, you kind of get, oh, I like him now. Legolas is just there up until this point. You start seeing some of his shit with the arrow working and all that. The big cave troll and all that as well. And they're all jumping and tap it with the two arrows and stuff. It's brilliant, man. But
Aye.
Legolas comes out with some shit, man. Just his lines are terrible. It just looks into the middle distance all the time. What's wrong? There's a foul smell on the air. Sorry, mate, that was me. Sorry.
Aye. It's just there was a good there's a good bit at the end as well. See when they're obviously fighting the Uruk-hai, and obviously Boromir's blowing his horn sort of thing. Hey! And you get that sort of the camera on a wire shot, so you're seeing it off above, sees it's gone through the terrain and all that. Again, brilliant. Know what I mean? Just showing you how spread out this was. And
you're right, because whereas they were all together when they were like attacked, they kind of very quickly get into their own wee battles, didn't they? They're all split up all over the place. Which is probably why fucking Boromir gets killed, you know what I mean? And it's clever as well, but because it leads into the end of the film with them all going their own separate ways. Even the one wee bit of dialogue we've got left is Aragorn coming up to Frodo, and Frodo getting all para and all that. You would take it for yourself. But he lets Aragorn come up to him, kneel down, shut his horn, and Aragorn says to him, I would have gone to you to the end, which is Aragorn saying, I know you want to get fucked, innit?
Aye. Instead of having to pad it out for you, know what I mean? It's just, because I think Aragorn knows himself that this is slowly but surely corrupting everybody in the group. Know what I mean? And it's a case of, you
Frodo's
need
made
to
up his own
yourself.
mind. Frodo sees this and look, I need this burden myself, I'll do it myself because everybody's getting killed or going mental and all that kind of stuff. And like you say, mate, it's good as well. It lets you as the audience make up your mind what's happening. Whereas the dialogue would have probably been, you are going to go. You're going to do this on your own because you feel this way. As if we're all stupid.
Aye. Aye, know what I mean? Aye, instead of just letting people get there themselves, sort of thing. It's just, yeah. Like I say, mate, see just everything in it. It was just done well. Know what I mean? Costumes, the effects, the battles, just the world building, everything. Know what I mean? And again, like I say, I wasn't really into fantasy stuff and all that because they see when it came to wizards and stuff, and they're throwing like lightning bolts at one another and like fireballs and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, buff the care pish, but it's downplayed in this again. Know what I mean? Like even see when Saruman and Gandalf are fighting, the way they're fighting, it's just like it's like a brawl. Know what I mean? There's blood and all this stuff instead of focus. Know what I mean? Like up the road.
Numinatus! Venomous! Short Theseus! None of that pish. There is a lot of, you're right, it's a lot of practical stuff in it. It's not overly used, because if it was, it'd just be boring. As you say, they could just use their sticks to do fucking everything, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's smashing, and that's I call it a stick battle. It looks like a fucking proper punch up, but the punches aren't there, you know what I mean? And
Aye.
they're cut right away and all that. It's great.
Aye. Aye. But
But even the end, man, when Frodo tries to get away and he's on his wee boat and all that, and then Sam runs after him. Mr. Frodo, Mr. Frodo, and he runs into the water and he can't swim. I made a promise, Mr. Frodo, a promise. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgees, and I don't mean to. That's a bit gay in the boat, innit?
oh mate, see this or not? I remember like you survived the Mines of Moria, you've survived the big squid, you've survived the ring reefs, you've survived the Urukai, and now you're going to drown.
I know. It would have been pathetic, wouldn't it have?
Aye. Like, oh no, dear. Oh dear. Oh,
It would
but
have been very, very sad.
aye.
So, anything else you want to bring up about the film that we haven't touched
No, mate,
upon?
I think that's all in a wee night. Well, I wouldn't say that at all. I was going to say, see the sound that comes after ring reefs, that screeching sound, that
Aye.
was actually done by one of the writers, Fran, something I can't remember on them. But Fran Walsh, Fran Walsh, that was it. And just see that sound as well. You just connect it with this film. You're just like that. Oh,
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I thought it was the horses for a long, long time,
aye.
but it made the noise. But even them, man, I think you're right. I think the ring wraiths are the scariest thing in this film because you don't really know a lot about them.
Aye.
And even when Frodo puts a ring on and you see them in all white, they've still got their crowns on. They're like men, but they're consumed by this fucking.
Aye. Consumed by evil. Because they do a couple of kind of spooky parts where the ring wraiths. Let's see when they go into the inn that the hobbits are supposed to be staying in, and they enter this room silent, know what I mean? And let's get to the beds and then just start stabbing the beds, thinking it's the hobbits, know what I mean? But
Aye.
and then
That whole
there's
opening
that bit.
chase scene with the ring wraiths, you see them
Aye.
going to the Shire and the wee guy, no baggins here and all that, and he looks fucking petrified. And he just points to him,
Aye.
shuts the door. And then when they get into the Prince and Pony, as you say, before they go up the stair, the innkeeper's behind his bar, nearly greeting and all that, you know what I mean?
Shiting himself. But
Aye.
because there was a bit I'd forgot all about it. See when they're camped out up on the old watchtower sort of thing. And you see
Put it out,
the
you
wraiths
fool!
and they're coming through like the mist. So you see them coming through the mist. I was like, off. This is jailbait.
Again, you don't see or hear them approaching, they just fucking appear. And they've timed it well because
Aye.
Aragorn's away for a shite, you know what I mean? They just appear and it's.
But
See when Frodo wakens up at that bit, right, and he sees they've got a fire going. What you doing, you fools? And Pippin goes, sorry, we've saved you some bacon here. Thought he woke up raging about the bacon.
I know. What about second breakfast?
Ah, superb. And in that battle as well, when Aragorn appears back your way, he launches a torch at one of them. It just sticks right in the hole where their face should be. And goes into flames, man. You're like, wow. Scary.
Oh, it's superb, mate. What do you say? The ring wraiths they're well done in it. The orcs are well done in it, and everything. Costumes, world building, the whole shebang. I mean, you get a sense
Now,
of things are far away and different people and all this, different cultures and stuff. Instead of, just shite.
that's what was done really well as well. The practical camera effects to make the hobbits look small and everybody else look big and all that kind of stuff, which a lot of films decided to bin over the last 10 years and I've ended up going back to now because it works. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking well done.
Yep.
But anyway,
Aye.
if there's nobody no seen this film, you need to start questioning your life, man. I swear to God. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got me choking the now to go and watch my personal favourite of the trilogy, which is The Two Towers. I think they're all brilliant, but The Two Towers is just next level again, I think. What you getting out
Aye.
of 10, mate, as a standalone film?
Oh, I get an 8 because I think each one gets better. So there has to be something better about it. So the ranking has to go up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll stick with you. As much as I want to just get a 10 as a standalone, I'll stick with you as an 8. So I will. Absolutely brilliant. Lord of the Rings. J.R.R. Tolkien. Racist bastard, as people will call him, but he's no. It's absolutely smashing. And that was Lord of the Rings, people. If you like it, let us know what you like about it, what you didn't like about it. What's your favourite, what's your not so favourite scene. Please check out our TikTok. Stick with us on Twitter, Instagram, and all those other platforms that we're on. Good Pods as well. I'm not on the Good Pods, Chris is on it. I'm sure he quite likes all your stuff, and you're not doing it back to him. How very dare you?
Aye. Aye.
Just sitting laughing at
Have
me.
you have you got a have you got a Glaswegianism for this?
A Glaswegianism, Lord of the Rings, Gaffer of the Arseholes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Have you got one? No?
No, mate, no, I was just thinking.
What? In charge of the arseholes. I'm in charge of the arseholes. Are you? I'm Lord of the Rings. There you go. So, next week, it is my pick, isn't it? I've not thought about it this week. Yeah, I have.
Aye.
Don't know what I'll do.
Aye. Episode 18 there.
No, nearly at the end of Series 3. So we are. But again, guys, thanks very much for liking and watching and listening and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know anyway. Need to try and get a couple of collaborations on the go, I think, the next wee while, because keep getting asked and keep fucking not having the time to do them. But I think Colin was wanting to do a Lost one, because I love Lost. And then he's also wanted to do a Suits one as well. But I've gave up on Suits. I got to Series 7 and Mike's starting to really annoy me. So yes, I know you don't know who that is, but
Nah.
if anybody that watches Suits, Mike's starting to get on my wick. Ever since he came out to jail, on my fucking wick, the boy. Know what I mean? But
Aye.
apart from that,
I only watched. Aye. I only ever watched the first series I Lost. I mean, this is a good idea, and then things just go fucking out of control, man.
fucking nonsense. It's probably the greatest television ever. Go with it, man. Just go with it. It's brilliant. It's the best thing fucking Zack Snyder's ever done. Yeah. Better than fucking Justice League and all that. Even though I still maintain that Man of Steel was one of the best superhero films of all time, but there you go. Aye, listen, talking shite now. Gonna go away and get something to eat because I don't feel very well because I've had painkillers for my back and I've no ate, so I feel kind of sicky.
Yeah, it's not good that. Bleh. I'm evil. Bleh.
You got the pictures, have you?
Aye, 5:15. A haunting in Venice. It's still to be decided if it's definitely going to happen, but I think it might be because there's no much today and the weather's been shit. So
The rain's off, but the wind's up. It looks like it's fucking blowing a gale out there, actually.
sailing away. The wind's up. Well, when I'm sitting right now, I can see sunshine, but across the hill and far away, we've got storm clouds.
And that's your weekly weather report from What's the Script. Oh,
Bye.
right, folks, I'm away to take my pay. I'm off. Cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.